Hello all, I'm launching a new post-match column this year on the stats behind Villa's results, titled Expected Villa XP for short. It's James' suggestion that plays on expected goals, an advanced metric used to analyze chance quality, and the all-too-familiar results Villa fans typically experience. One of the reasons I really love looking at football through a mathematical lens is that it allows us to sidestep our conventional, results-based bias to take a look at how the match actually played out. Did it play out exactly how we saw? Which moments are emphasized over time? I'll hopefully dive into some data visualization, especially as it pertains to Villa's hopeful promotion chase and how the Claret and Blues compare with past sides to go up. Really, football is funny. If Andre Green buries his 79th minute chance, we're all singing Villa's praises after a well-deserved win, rather than having a mini crisis over 2 dropped points. Nothing else had to change. The direction of one header impacts whether we see a performance as good or mediocre. That probably shouldn't be true. I think the 11 draw with Hull City provides a good place to start this column because, well, at the face of it, we saw a predictable match. Villa played great in the first half but came out flat in the second and gave up 2 points. But in truth, the maths are a little kinder to Villa than what our eyes might have seen. Assume the data come from who scored unless noted. Villa attacked with a focused purpose over the course of Saturday's match. Hull outshot Villa by a 14-12 mark, and it was a perfect example of why simple shot tallies aren't worth much without context. Villa's 12 shot attempts Saturday, 11 of them were from within the penalty area. Of those 11, 2 Hogan's 31st minute effort and Green's 79th minute open header came from inside the 6-yard box. If the Claret and Blues continue to generate high-quality chances at the clip they did today, they'll have no issues this season. No team took more than 60% of their shots from within the box last year, and no team bested 11% of shots from within the 6-yard box. Villa also limited Hull's big chances. While the Tigers took 14 shots Saturday, only half of those were inside the 18 and none came within the dangerous 6-yard box. Additionally, half of Hull's chances were blocked before they had a chance to get on goal, compared to just 2 of Villa's. Both are promising signs that Bruce's side could be more purposeful and better organized at the back this year than last. Villa will be hard to beat if that stays true, especially once Jonathan Kodjia and Albert Adomah return in the coming weeks. It's easy to forget, but Villa did keep their foot on the gas after going ahead. If you get a chance, check out 11 Tigan 11's expected goals plot from yesterday's match. The timeline design does a good job of showing how the match changes when the game state does, something all XG analysis doesn't necessarily do. In fact, I think it's one of the key weaknesses. If the club scores an early goal, that significantly alters how the rest of the match plays out, but XG plots don't always pick up on that. We know the story well of the club that goes 20 down inside 15 minutes, dominates play for the last 75 but only finds 1 goal. They have more possession and significantly outshoot their opponent, but you can't seriously argue they deserve to win the match. It's important to focus on how the match changes when the game state does, and in the 40 minutes between Gabby Agbonlahore's opener and the halftime whistle, Villa come out very favorably. Scott Hogan had a great chance on 26 minutes to double the advantage, and that was just one of 6 shot attempts Villa offered between the 11th and 35th minutes. Villa did a great job of keeping their foot on Hull's throat until. Yet Villa still need to improve coming out of the break with the lead. Look, I think the second half struggles are to some extent a little overplayed. Obviously, the club should be doing better, but we should always expect a trailing team to come out of the break with a different, renewed plan to level the scores. So often, clubs that are pegged back early simply default to a tactical plan of getting into the halftime interval down just the 1 goal. Just see what happened to Barnsley yesterday to see the effect of not getting to the interval. In this situation, your opponent is always going to take the initiative out of the break, and yes, Villa need to be better equipped to deal with it. At the same time, the performance wasn't nearly as bad as many past efforts from Villa. Before their goal, this was Hull's shot output in the second half. Marcus Henriksen has shot blocked for a corner. Max Clark has shot blocked. Jared Bowen has shot blocked. Abel Hernandez sailed a shot over the crossbar from 4,050 yards out. Look, Villa can't go 34 minutes without registering a shot and expect to win a match, which they did between the 35th and 69th minutes, but they didn't concede a chance Sam Johnston had to worry about until the equalizer came. This was good defending, and Hull's goal never felt like it was coming. In truth, Villa might have been 1 or 2 more Hull attacks away from seeing out the 10 scoreline until substitutions could have tilted the balance back to a more comfortable match. And Villa still should have won from 11. We really don't need to spend too much time here, because Andre Green should have scored. No two ways about it. It imagined the chance conversion rate for unmarked header in the 6-yard box after the keeper failed to claim the cross is pretty high. It must be noted that this is better than same old Villa have done in the last few years. 2 would have simply expected a hapless display without any major chances despite the opponent sitting back content with the draw. Well, that was the case until Christopher Samba came on as a striker, which is not an entirely terrible idea, for the record. Villa need more involvement down the left side. Gabby Agbonlahor and Leandro Bacuna were invisible for most of the day, accumulating 59 touches between the two. Ahmed El Mohammadi had 67 touches himself. To be most effective, Neil Taylor needs a forward willing to be more involved. Hello, Andre Green. Please meet the starting 11 in opening day draw puts Villa in some fine company of the last 4 teams to win automatic promotion from the Championship. 3 of them opened the season winning just 1 point: Brighton Hove Albion last year, and Burnley and Middlesbrough in 2015. And if y'all remember, Newcastle United opened last term with 2 consecutive losses. Hey, at least we're not Yeovil Town, oh boy. Well, at least they scored a couple goals.